So our topic is permission and ownership. Ownership. See, what permissions are that you are ethically permitted to a file that you can access, and what ownership means that you are the owner of that folder or file that you can edit, modify for others and for you also, that you are the owner of the guy. And there are many types of command that you can uh, by which you can pass the ownership of that folder or files to another person. Let us discuss about one of the most and uh, rapidly asked question in interviews: what is the command for changing permissions of a folder or files? So the command is chmod. Chmod means change mode of the command. There are there are three types of three types of properties come under this chmod command, that contains x r and write. What x do is executes the file. What r does is it reads the file. What write or what w does is it writes the file. That is such kind of simple thing, but one of the most important thing you have to remember in this system is that execute contains 1 point, r contains 2 points, and write contains 4 points. Let me confirm it first. See, okay, remember what x do is x contains 1 code, r contains 4 code, and write contains 2 code. These are called as these are called as permissions that are given to a owner, or that are given by a owner or others or users, that groups or contains the that kind of folder under their company. There are three permissions owned by others. This first X is known as user, what user have permissions. This second X is known as the group. If user is shared in a group of kind of that, he gives a permission to them. Or another third party or another user that doesn't have allowance to anyone that is not from the direct, not from the company, that contains his privacies and permissions. These are called others. What our owner gives permission to other. See, now we will discuss about what there are common files under Kali Linux. There are common files under Kali Linux that contains there are common that contains 644 code. What does it mean now? What does it mean? 644 files all are normal files. What does it mean? What does 644 mean? 644 means the summation of these properties is known as what is the current condition of this ownership. Then simply just add the numbers and see what are the permission. If we do 4 plus 2, what we'll get? We will get 6. So here is 6. What does the user have? What is the user does? What the user have permission is now that he can read he can read a file and he can write a file under this, but he cannot execute it. If you want to execute, he will play a command called chmod plus x and the name of the folder in which you want to give that permission. See, now 4 comes that other cans that the group can only read if we talk about biographies and blogs that are written by us and Another can only read it, not write it, not edit it, not can modify it, then we will come under this process called group and other state. This group and other state contain fourth one means they have only permission of reading the folder and files. See, now if we talk about private files, what are private files? What does private files have? What private files code have? So there is called 700. These are called as private files. Private files means 7 simply 4 plus 2 6 plus 7 that the folder has the permission of reading, writing and executing the file. None of the other user and none of the another user and the member of the group not have any permission of this kind of file. This kind of files are called private files. And we talk about executable files. What are executable files? Executable files. So they can contain like 7 and plus this. Okay, they can only write and execute, or they can only read and execute. 4 plus 5, 755 are types of command. This type of command are called executable files that none of the user can another can write under that file that the another user does not have permission to modify or edit that kind of file. That these files are called executable files. See, okay, this completed. Okay, this completed. We have read about permission and ownerships. Yeah. Now we will discuss about what is cron tab. If you all have studied about, if we all have and alarm in our daily operating system in our that are substituted in our mobile systems. What that alarm does that we select a time that we want to alert, go or perform any work. We select a time and set the time of alarm at that time which we want to wake up or do another work. It triggers and alerts us that the time has come. In simultaneously, same as alarm, there are commands. There is a command called cron tab. Cron tab in Linux, Kali Linux, that do the same work as alarm but in a different way. There are 5 stars. 1 star, second star, third star, 4 star, 5 star. These are encrypted in your language, but I know that what is the meaning of this star. This the meaning of this star is every every day, every time, every day, every hamisha, every. The star of the meaning of this star is every. And how will we set an alarm in this? So basically, first star is referred as minute, second star is referred as hour, third star is referred as day, fourth star is referred as month, and fifth star is referred as date. Sorry, the fifth star. First star is referred as minute, second star is referred as hour, and the third star is referred as date. Fourth star is referred as month, and the fifth star is referred as day. What day you want to set an alarm. So how will you set the alarm from this task? If you alarm mean not alarm, what you want to execute at that time. If you want to execute a code at that time, then you will go in and file called it's called hash. No, you will create and file that create a file that touch.tx touch test dot sh. What test.sh means that it will use a bash file under which we will perform our executable files, executable scripting. We will store in this files. Once you have created this command and you entered, you will see and tab contains many other types of simply it will be shown you as a notepad. In that you can write your script like hash bean bash, and you now write your command what you want to get execute in that, in which file you want to, and in which file what means you want to file this .ts because we are storing in this file only. So you this command will execute it in this file. By the script will be executed this file. At which time if we discuss at which time you will be allowed to, at which time it will trigger the command. They will like minute. If you want to set the minute, you can see like 30. You want to set hour. If you want to set an AM PM, this AM and PM, this condition works on only 24-hour shells. So hours. Now, if you want to set an alarm of 12 am, they will set as 12 am. Day, sorry, date. And which date you want to set? We are selecting every date and every month and every day. At which time it will trigger the commands. If you want to set like this will trigger the command at 12 am 30 minutes every day, every day. If you want to set an alarm every each and every minute, so you will type in as star /30.